Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty. It's Saturday, February 24th. I'm just bumming around my house, cleaning up some stuff in the yard. Someone asked me if I'm going to make a video about the 2018 budget and how it's going to impact real estate in Victoria, BC. So here are some of my thoughts. I just want to do a disclosure. If I actually knew what was going to happen with any of these changes, I would be extremely rich. So all of this is just a complete guess. So first of all, property transfer tax, as you know, in the budget, properties above $3 million are not going to be paying 5% property transfer tax. Does that really matter in Victoria? No, not so much. There's not that many sales moving beyond $3 million. What do I think of the tax? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, if you can afford a $10 million property, your property transfer tax bill just increased $300,000. Either pay up, or maybe that segment of the market drops $300,000. So your $10 million house is now worth 9.7. Once again, who cares? Next, moving on, we have the foreign buyer tax that's coming to Victoria. That's been increased to 20%. It was 15% when it was implemented in Vancouver. What I think about that? Well, last year we had approximately 400 foreign buyers that bought in Victoria. Let's face it, 100 of them will buy again this year, even with the tax. Another 100 will have a family member or someone in Victoria that's a landed immigrant or Canadian citizen, and they're going to buy as well. So we'll probably get a net drop of around 200 buyers, or somewhere around 2% in terms of those foreign buyers because of the tax. Will that slow down the market? Not in itself, but in combination with the stress test, the mortgage rates going up. You throw a factor like that onto the table, maybe things slow down a bit. I don't know. And finally, we have the speculation tax. This is an interesting one. So basically, if you're an executive in Calgary and you own waterfront property in Victoria, you use a few times a year. Starting next year, you'll be looking at a 2% tax. So if your waterfront home, let's say out here in Deep Cove, North Saanich, is worth $2 million. That would be $40,000 of tax, plus your property tax, plus maintenance, plus this, plus that. Could that have an effect of bringing some luxury properties onto the market? For sure it could. Is it going to change the price of a home for your average Joe looking for something in the core? 500,000 to $1 million? I don't think so, but we could get more inventory in the luxury segment of the market, and that market has been moving relatively slowly. So, you know, that could only compound things there. A lot of people have also been asking me, well, have I seen any changes since the budget was announced on Tuesday? No, you're not going to see a lot of changes. Inventory is still at record lows. It's going to take months for inventory to come back to more normal levels and for the market to change. So though this budget change itself, it's not going to cause prices to drop overnight by any means. I mean, who knows what happens, but the first step to the market returning to kind of a more normal, balanced market is for inventory to increase somewhat, and it's still at record lows. That's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Fair